Hi, Erev Tov, good evening everybody. Tonight at Sport Live Chat, we have my best friend, my brother, ENIS LEDERER from Slovenia. So this interview is going to be in English. ערב טוב לכולם, לכל מי שמצטרף אלינו כעת. לייב צ'אט הערב בספורט לייב צ'אט יהיה באנגלית, אז זאת הזדמנות בשבילכם לתרגל את האנגלית שלכם, ומי שיודע אנגלית אז ברור. והערב עם אחד מהספורטאים הגדולים מסלובניה, מאקס יוגוסלביה, אח שלי, חבר שלי, אניס הודג'יץ' לדרר, שעוד מעט תצטרף אלינו. So, some coffee for the beginning. Good evening everybody. Sport live chat with one of my best friends in the world, Mr. Enis Hodžić Lederer, an ex-champion, ex-gymnast from Slovenia, from Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia, and one of the best judges in the world, gymnastics judges. So hi everybody, I see some of you are already in. Daniel, Lily, Simona, Julia Schneider, Hadar Levi, Yoav Jim, Maya Yecheskel, Mia, Rafi, Yoav Jim, Daniel Bar, and more. It's so good to see everybody that are coming up to join us for this sport live chat. And the chat this evening will be with one of the best judges in the world in men's gymnastics. It's going to be a very interesting live chat, I believe. Hey, Jaylee. Oh, Itzik Shokal, one of the best photographers in Israel. Isaac Shokal, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. So as I told you before, this live chat this evening will be in English. Of course, if you would like to ask some questions in other languages, I will try to translate them for Enis, my guest. I see that Enis is already on. Hi, Enis. Sharona Amram, how are you, Sharona? It's good to see you. Sonia Prezhin and Jacob Levi, Shalom. אני נוהג לעשות את זה ככה בתחילת כל רעיון, כל לייב צ'אט, קצת ככה כמה מילים בעברית, ושלום לחבר'ה שעולים. תום ארנון from Israeli gymnastics team. So this evening will join us Enis Hodžić Lederer from Slovenia, and we have so many things to talk about, and I'm so happy to see all of you are coming up on the screen. I see your names. Yeah, Eli and Limor. היי, איזה כיף לראות את כולם עולים עכשיו. שותה קצת קפה עד שאניס יצטרף אלינו. תום זיידנשניר, מתעמל שלי לשעבר מנבחרת ישראל. היי תומי, מה נשמע, מה שלומך? כן, מתרגשת לראות את שניכם, יעלי, נכון? זה בהחלט מפגש מרגש. עוד מעט אנחנו נראה את אניס הודג'יץ' מצטרף אלינו. Enko, whenever you're ready, you can ask for request and come up and talk to me. People are waiting for us. מה שלומכם, חברים יקרים? היה ככה עוד סוף שבוע כזה של חופש ושל כיף עם החג הזה, חג הגבינות והיין. ומחר חוזרים לעניינים, אבל אתם כמוני רואים את החדשות ושמים לב שאנחנו צריכים להיזהר לשמור על ריחוק ועל מסכות, ולשמור על המבוגרים שבינינו, על הסבא והסבתא. אביעד אלבו, שלום אביעד, מה שלומך? אתם מתרגשים, לילי גזית? So, ENIS is coming up. בואו נזמין את ENIS להצטרף אלינו. Soon he will be with us. And I'm very excited. Hey! Enko! Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. מה נשמע? So I was just explaining all our followers and our viewers that this is going to be a very interesting and live chat, and I'm very excited to host you because I told everybody that you are my brother, one of my best friends ever. Hi, DUNJA is also up. DUNJA, and yeah. So this is really exciting. You know, I've been already interviewing a few great gymnasts from the past and from around the world. And because I'm talking to you, this interview will be in English. But if there are some people from Israel or Slovenia that have some questions and they would like to write them and we can translate to each other, that's fine with me. Of course, you have some friends already up, like Yaakov Levi and some other friends. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I think that all Israeli team are on already, and I see some other friends also from Great Britain. That's nice. So how are you, ENIS?
Hey, thank you very much. I'm very fine, you know. And I have two gymnasts with me today. My second child, Lana, and Ilan, Mali Ilan.
So these two children are gymnasts already. Did you think when you were a gymnast in the past, did you think that your future children will be gymnasts? Did you want it in your dreams?
Actually, yes, a little bit. I was thinking, though, one day I would like to have my kids to join us also gymnastics and do these things, you know. I was not really 100% sure that they will do like real gymnastics. But we support them now for sure, you know. Yeah, Lana, she's dancing in front of me.
About Mali Ilan that is standing next to you, I will explain to the viewers and our followers that your little son, his name is Ilan, and I'm very proud because it's my name also, Ilan. But I'm thinking now, did you think when you called Ilan, your child Ilan, was it because you knew I'm a very rich person and maybe one day I will give him some of my money?
Not even close. No. We are so proud, you know, and before Dunya was already pregnant, you know, and you remember you came in our house, you know, and then we told you that we will put the name of our kids, now will be Ilan, you know. And I remember you was start crying of happiness.
I was so proud. I was so proud, and I'm still proud. I'm proud of your family, and I'm proud of your children, and I'm proud, of course, of Mali Ilan. And this is something really important for me, and you know it. So if we're talking about your children, I want to take you backward to the start of your gymnastics. When actually was the first time you entered to a gym? What age was it and where was it?
Actually, I started in primary school actually with ballet as a ballet dancer, but as a small kid, you know, together with my sister. We are twins. Enisa is her name, and she's still now ballet dancer. Okay, she's doing as a ballet dancer in opera in Ljubljana, in capital of Slovenia. So actually, I started with the ballet. And then one day I was 8 years old only, actually, and next to our school was also one small gym. And I came there and I saw some gymnasts, you know, they make saltos, and it was so interesting for me. And I said, oh, I want also, you know, do these things, you know. And then invite me, you know, because I was small, you know, and like this. And after a year, actually, I quit also with the ballet because I think, you know, gymnastics is more like for the man things, you know. And then I start with gymnastics, you know.
What age was it when you
I was
started
8 years
gymnastics?
old, 1975, many years ago.
And you actually were born in Ljubljana?
I was born in Ljubljana, yes, 1967. So now you can
And
calculate that how much I'm old I am.
I know it by heart. Don't worry, I know. No problem. So actually, you started then gymnastics, and did you think immediately that you want to be like in the national team? At that time, it was still Yugoslavia. It was not Slovenia.
Actually, when I started gymnastics, I was not even thinking about really something highest and so on, you know. I was just love it gymnastics, and then I had there some friends, you know, and then you are suddenly after a year or two, and you are in this circle of gymnastics, you know, and then you're developing of thinking what you want to be one day, you know, want to become on, you know, Yugoslavia champion,
Yeah.
and later come to Europeans and world championships and so on, you know. As a kid, you don't see so much, you know, in front of you, you know, this really top level, you
Hmm.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, 1 second. I will stop you from time to time because I see hello from Mexico. Regards, Estela de la Torres, Estela Gimnasia. Hi, Estela. How are you? We are very happy that you are watching us at this time. You also have Dimitris Angonas, our friend, the judge. Yes, from Cyprus. This is really nice to see all of our friends from around the world. So actually, it was Yugoslavia at that time, and you became one of the members of the Yugoslavian team.
Yes, actually, I start with, I was around 15, 16 years old, and I became like our junior team gymnast, you know. And actually, first we compete in Slovenia. We had six republic in the past, you know, and then we had Yugoslavia team. So my first European championship for Yugoslavia team was 1984. It was in Rimini, in Italy. It was European
Mm.
championship, you know. Yeah, that was my first actually biggest international championship for me.
What was your best apparatus, your best event?
Actually, my best event was pommel horse and the rings, you know. I was
Mm.
quite small, you know, and quite strong, you know, also. Yeah.
Small and spicy.
Yeah.
Anis, I would like to take you backward to your first memory as a child in Ljubljana, not gymnastics. Like, what do you remember from your childhood? Because, you and I are talking a lot, and we are good friends. We meet a lot around the world, and we always speak about the changes of the time, like how it was when we were kids and how it is now. What do you remember from your childhood, from playing around, or today most of the kids are with computers, cell phones, laptops.
I agree with you. Just a few days ago, I mentioned to my lovely wife Dunya that the freedom was just until the telephones are became without wires. So you took them with you. So uh, and we don't have any more freedoms. You always put telephone in your pockets. So it's nice to talk to you or somebody else. During the day, anytime you can meet each other on the phone, but it's not the same. And when we were kids, we were playing with the cards, with the small balls, the glass, We say
Yes,
tornillo, I
yes,
don't know
yes,
the English name. So we throw
yes.
it and we play for this. It was so many games, outside with these elastics in front of school, and then we put on the sand, some make circle, and we divide like countries, and then we steal the ground plays. It was totally different times, than today, kids. And we know how to talk with the kids from the past. I'm looking through. Okay, my kids are our kids are really open. They're so socialized. But most of the kids, they can write on telephone a lot of things, but they cannot really speak like this with them, you know, anymore. You know, less and less actually, you know. Yeah,
Actually, when children are telling you, I spoke with my friend, they don't mean that they really speak with the friends. They mean that they write to each other. And this is a big difference because the communication has changed a lot. It's not talking anymore. And my belief is that it's causing a lot of problems with communication with people because of that.
for sure. Even we are not anymore focused. You know, you go. Sometimes we are with the friends, you know, in some restaurant. Anyway, sometimes you look for if somebody send you some emails, you know, and you are not really with the friends at this time, you know. Maybe in the
Yeah.
future we really need to think that to put really away telephones without internet, without anything, you know, just 1 hour per day. It's enough. You know what I'm thinking, you know.
Of
Then you're
course,
really
of
with the
course.
friends. Like, you know, when you come, we come to sauna, you never bring phone with you, you know. Then you really can talk about the past, about the future, about anything, you know.
But you know what? I believe that in the future they will have also cell phones for sauna because people cannot leave them away, you know, cannot stay without their cell phones anymore.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, it's a disaster. How many times we meet each other in competitions around the world, and then, I mean, we are also having the same problem. Sometimes, you know, we are going to a restaurant with some other friends, and we find ourselves also, using the cell phones or sending pictures to our families. It's like everything has to be at the right moment. Everything is instant. You're taking a picture of the food or of us eating and sending to your family. I'm sending to my family. Yeah, I agree with you. We should make a rule when we meet each other. At least us. When we meet each other and we sit at the restaurant or somewhere else, we'll put the phones aside and not using them because we are becoming addicted to that. It's
Also,
crazy.
and we think that we need to answer on the phone right now. That we think that you need to answer an email every minute, you know. It's not life like it was before. It's different, you know. Before you
Yeah,
finish with work, you know, you went back home and you was not thinking about the work and about, you know, everything, you know. It was much
yeah,
easier before. Even life was much better, I mean, compared to this side, you know, which of course
yeah.
all this electronic give us possibility, like now we are talking online and so on, you know.
Of course, there are many benefits for this, but still, I think that many problems are caused because of all this communication and cell phones. But anyways, I would like to take you to the moment or to the period of time of your life when started the war in Yugoslavia. There are many similar things about Israel and Yugoslavia that, you know, I've seen lots of programs on TV and read a lot about the war in Yugoslavia, but I want to hear about this from your point of view, because you were how old when it started?
I was 23, 25, 91. It was this, you know. Uh, Actually, if I would be honest, I was not so involved in these politic times and so on because I was at that time gymnast and it was one of the best my period, you know, of my career. Uh, but anyways, if I remember good times in Yugoslavia, our ex-president like Tito, he united us, you know, and we were really collected together. We were thinking all that we were part of Yugoslavia, no? Even from so many different cultures, from many different people was uh, together. And as a kid, you know, I remember we had really good times, you know. We didn't have any problems, you know. It was not so, you know, actually even my parents, they never teach me that we had in Yugoslavia so many cultures or so many different religions, especially, you know. Even before the war started, I didn't know that in Bosnia, example, you know, there was, I didn't know that there were Croatians, so there were Muslims and there were Serbs, you know. So I didn't know this really difference, you know. And then I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
talking about this, you know. So we were very open country. I love it so much, you know.
But Enko, if I'm trying to get into your mind, and as I know you so well, I believe that for me, if I was in your situation, it was kind of shock to understand that suddenly everything I knew about Yugoslavia, about this great country, like you explained about Tito and about the situation it was before, suddenly there is a war between brothers,
Yeah,
Croatia and
exactly.
Serbia, and you know, I saw some programs on TV, and I was amazed by that. It's crazy. I mean, for me it was a shock just to look from the side, because I'm more or less your age, so I remember Yugoslavia from before.
Yeah, even the people were mixed, you know, from all the republic, you know, they were married together, you know, one from
Yeah,
Serbia, one from Croatia, Slovenia. We were all mixed, still, of course, you know, and of
yeah,
course I'm looking just good and bad people. This is the only thing, you know, like, you know, I like people from everywhere in the world, you know.
of course,
I
of
don't care
course,
about the color, about the religion, anything. So I'm not thinking about this at all, you know. Actually,
of course.
I still believe that this war in Yugoslavia was some kind of like, they were thinking like, you know, Slovenia and Croatia were always a little bit higher of economy and so on. And they try to centralize all the money more or less in Belgrade, you know. And they were then thinking where to put money, how much. Probably was something like this, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, we meet all of people from all these countries, from ex-Yugoslavia, and they are all our brothers. I mean, we love them all. No connection to what was in the past, and who cares about this? But it just a period of time that I always remember, and I keep in my mind. But that things like this can happen everywhere, because it was a shock at that time that Yugoslavia had to separate because of this, and become few countries, and I believe that things like this can happen, and I really relate to what you are saying about no difference of colors and people. The most important is to be a good person, good human being, and I relate, and I took this to connect this to what is going now in the United States with the black people, with the murder of this guy, you know. I think that all of these things should stop around the world. I hate it. I don't want to talk about this because it's really pissed me off. But I hope it will stop. You know,
I
we
don't
have
know,
we
but
have.
why people around the world last years supporting so much this criminal, these tough things, you know, should be more nice things, you know. Anyways, the life itself, it's so hard, you know, and then all
Yeah,
this pressure, all this, you know, things, it's not good way, you know. I hope that will go up, not back down, you know. Yeah, of course.
yeah, yeah. Of
Anyways,
course,
I'm positive person, you know.
I know you. I
No,
know you
you
so
always,
well.
you can look, you know, you can have, you can put half of the glass of the water. You can say, oh, it's only half of the glass water, or you can say, oh, half of them is already empty, you know. It's
Of
it's
course.
always, yeah.
Okay, so I want to tell all the spectators, all the viewers, that you have a very special and nice story with your wife, Dunya.
You can say
She's from.
hello. May I invite you? Dunya,
Hey, I
come,
would
come,
love
say
to
the
say
hello.
hi to Dunichka. This is a real special story.
This is my
Hey,
lovely one.
Dunya, look how beautiful she is. How are
Hi,
you?
fine, thank you.
So you both. Hey, stay, don't go. Okay, Dunya, stay.
Now I'm finally calm because she came.
So you have a very special story that I'm sure the spectators and the followers will like to know that actually you are from Croatia and Enis is from Slovenia, and this is such a special case because in any big competitions around the world you are judging for Croatia and he's judging from Slovenia, and you're married. So tell us a little bit about how you met and how come all this
We
story.
met a long time ago. We met when
1990s.
yeah.
When I was gymnast, I came to Osijek, to Croatia, just for training, you know, and then we met
Yeah.
there. You know? Dunya was then
Yes.
only 15, you know.
Yeah, I was a gymnast, and he came to my club just for a week for a training camp. So
Yeah.
we became friends, and after years and years, actually we became a couple, which was we didn't plan it at the beginning.
But did you have to move to Ljubljana? I mean, when you became a couple, did you leave Croatia and move to Slovenia?
No, we were traveling from Croatia to HODZIC, from Croatia to Ljubljana for a few years, and then when we got married, I moved to Ljubljana.
Uh-huh.
Too hard to
And how come you're still judging for Croatia if you live in Slovenia? Do you have like two nationalities? How it's going over there?
I have only Croatian nationality, so I still judge for Croatia. I just live here. I have like a permanent visa or something. I don't know how it's called.
For so many years.
Yeah, for so many years. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a very nice story, because wherever I go around the world, I mean, always people are asking about you too. And you have so many compliments over here. Simona from Israel is saying, "Oh, she's so beautiful." And Yaeli, my sister, Yaeli, my sister, and Yaakov is sending you kisses. And I mean, I'm trying to read everything over here. Oh, and Michael from France, and Artyom Dolgopiat, and so many people. This is really nice. Really, I love it.
Okay,
you know that this interview will appear after that on Instagram, so many other people can watch it. And I'm very proud of this project of the Sport Live Chat. And I would like to ask you, Dunjka, about your memories from Croatia when you were a child, because ENIS were talking about his memories from Slovenia, and that he was playing more outside, and we were talking about the new generation of the computers and cell phones. How was it? Because you're a little bit younger.
Same. I'm a little bit younger than he is, but it was the same. Actually, we were spending a lot of time outside. We were spending a lot of time with the friends. So it was a very nice part of my life. But the life is changing, the time is different. So probably our kids will say also, when you ask them the same questions after 20 years, that they had a nice childhood. I don't know. We will see.
We will see in the future. ENIS, I want to ask you about photography, because I will tell all the people that are watching us that you are a very talented photographer. And you like it very much. What do you find in it? I mean, okay, you have your gymnastics and you have photography. What do you like about that?
Oh, I started photography, let's say, 12 years ago. Actually, at the beginning, I bought some nice camera. I didn't know much about photography. I realized very fast that I don't know really much, and that I need good lens and so on, especially if you want to make some pictures in gymnastics, so indoor, you know. And then I realized that I like most to do pictures, you know, not like standing, you know. I like especially kids. This is the special moments with the kids, you know, with something like this, you know. And of course, I do a lot of pictures between us, you know, judges on the competition. And I especially like these moments, you know, natural moments, you know. This is the best, for sure.
Yes, I like when you catch the moment that people are not just standing to pose for the camera, and this is like the best.
Yeah, the pictures that are saying something, that you can like read the emotions from the pictures.
Ilan, can you move a little bit on the right? And
yes, like this.
Behind you, there is our pictures, and Dunja take it.
This.
Yeah, I
You
took
remember?
it. Yeah, in
yes.
No, it was Red Sea.
Yes, no. This is in the Red Sea in Elat. Yeah, in Elat. Yeah, this. I love this picture. This is after diving.
Shows you everything, you know.
Yes, actually, this picture also you took it of my two children. I'm very proud of it. So and I will ask Dunya now. Dunya, you're staying for the whole interview, so now I have questions for both of you. Dunya, what scares you in
What
life?
scares me?
Yes.
Maybe illness.
Or for yourself or for others?
For family maybe and
Yeah.
close friends. Yeah.
I think that when you become a parent, you start thinking about this more. Like, I just want everybody to be healthy and to be safe,
Yes.
especially now at the Corona days. I mean,
Yes.
you're thinking about this even more.
Yeah.
Enko, if you could go back to the age of 8, 9, 10, when you started gymnastics, what is your message to this kid, to the little Enko that start gymnastics, or to kids at these days that start the sport? What would you tell them to encourage them, or what is your suggestion for
Yeah.
life? You know.
Actually, now these days it's so difficult, especially for kids, because in my age we didn't have so much things to do like telephones, games, and everything. So what was only it was sport. It was not so many different sports like it's today. So it's difficult decision. Even today,
Yeah.
when at the beginning, for sure, parents need to push kids to give them some direction where to go. And then, of course,
Yeah.
if kids like this, like gymnastics, they will probably support him. But I, I I would like to say that I think it's good that kids are doing really sports. I don't have everything against this. I'm not thinking about injuries, about everything. You can be injured in sport or somewhere else. You can
Yeah, it
become
can
other
happen
accidents. So
everywhere. Yeah.
I don't think about this. And I still believe that the sport is one of the small things which gives you really concentrate, hard work daily, and you have focus and you have so many friends around. Sport is for sure the best. But it's so difficult because it's too many possibility today that you can keep kids in one sport. We see because okay, our kids they love it gymnastics. Both Lana and Ilan, they are crazy about this. They want to be half an hour before the training there already, and they don't
Yeah.
want to go out of the gym. And we are not pushing them at all. It's
Yeah.
crazy, like they have
Yeah.
something in the blood. And but other kids, they don't want to invest so much time and energy just for one thing. They don't see further. So
You mentioned Lana and Mali Ilan, but I would like to mention Aaron, your older kid, your older child, that he's a musician.
yeah,
And I believe that it's the same in music. If you want to succeed in music, you have to make an effort. You have to invest your time over there. You have to be to really be devoted for that. And he's a very talented musician. And I
He's
believe,
not at home at the moment. He went to some birthday party of a friend, so maybe he will come back. So he will say hello to you also.
no problem. I with pleasure, because what I wanted to say is that it's important for kids everywhere to have like a certain, you get so many tools and skills from being an athlete, a gymnast, a musician. If you're giving from yourself, you know how to run your time, how to manage your time, and this is very important for kids at this age because it gives them skills and tools for the future. By the way, also Moitza is on, and some other are watching us,
actually,
Medvedev, and yeah, I see from time to time
okay,
uh,
okay.
some of your friends from Slovenia, Croatia that are also watching us, and this is really, really, really nice. Um, and if we're talking about music, about Aaron and music, what kind of music do you like, both of you?
What kind of music?
What kind of music? Actually, I have a long spectrum of music. I
Yes.
like all kind of music. I have thousands of CDs, and
Yeah.
so I'm really like this depends of the time and
Of the
I'm
mood.
of the mood.
Yeah.
You're also
Do,
musicians. You know how it's going.
Yes, yes, of course. Did you ever think about doing something else except gymnastics in life? I know that some people that I asked them in other interviews that they were thinking maybe I can be a football player, maybe I can be, you know, but it was only gymnastics, except ballet for
Me,
you at the
never.
beginning.
Me, never. If I could turn
Eh,
my age again to 8 or 9, I will do gymnastics for sure.
Yes.
Gymnastics. Hey, you have a love from Turkey, dear friends, and from
Hey,
Bosnia Herzegovina. Oh, okay, that's really nice. That's really nice. I like it. Uh, okay. Some any good movie or TV series that you have seen lately, both of you, that you can recommend our viewers?
yeah, I like some kind of movie like Green Mile, and something like this. More drama than
Yes.
something like this. Yeah.
You have time to read books, Dunya, or
Yeah,
because you know.
more, yeah, we are more. I like to read books, but with the 3 kids, at the moment I don't have a lot of time. So mostly when I'm waiting in the car to them to finish the practice or to finish the music school or something, then I I read. Um, but in the past, I had more time for that. Yeah.
So one thing that I really like about the place and the area that you live is the nature, is the thing that I see your parents, Enko, taking the kids to the forest, and
My
this
mom
is
was today
really
taking blueberries, believe it or
amazing.
not.
She
She's
what? She
taking
what?
blueberries today, my mom. Yeah, and
Oh my God!
hey, it's gorgeous.
And sometimes you bring mushrooms and stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah. We still allow in Slovenia, so it's openly. You can go in the forest and grab some things.
We really enjoy
Yeah.
to live here.
Yeah.
It's very
Mm.
nice. We are very connected with the nature, and also the position, like location of Slovenia. It's very good. Everything is pretty close. You can reach a lot of destinations by car, which we like.
1 hour to the sea, 30 minutes to the lake.
Also
And
skiing.
also skiing. We have very close. Very close is Italy, and everything's close. As I
I
said,
always
heart of
I
Europe.
always I always recommend all my friends and people that I know to come to Slovenia, Croatia. All this area is so beautiful. I love it. For me, it's like my second home. I love it. Um, if you could delete one bad thing about yourself, Enko, what would you do? What do you think is that you would like to get rid of? I'm
I don't
perfect.
know.
I don't need anything.
Age.
Age.
Age. Woo. I like it. Good
I would
answer.
like to cancel half.
Good answer. Hey, Yaeli is writing to you. I miss you so much. That she's
Hey,
missing you so.
We
Yale, we
miss
miss
you
you
too.
also. Yeah. Toda.
Dunya, what is the most expensive thing that he bought for photography?
For photography. Some
Yeah,
lens, maybe.
I know he's spending a lot of money
No,
about photography.
probably some lens.
When I would like to buy new lens, then I need to promise to Dunya that I will take some more pictures with the kids.
Yes,
And then I
yes.
get green light.
Hey, let's read what else I wrote over here because I want to ask you some other questions. Okay, if money was not an object, a big thing, you had as much as you want, would you still do the same things? I mean, would you still, for example, run your business? Tell me a little bit about EncoSport, about the business that you're running together.
Yeah, we have 15 years our company. We are selling sport equipment for school, for clubs, and so on. So it's going well. We are fine with this. And we are
But
selling
you
also
do it together. You're doing it together.
Yes.
Yep.
We are working
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You
And
like
we
it?
enjoy
You
it.
like this?
Yes.
Very much.
Very
And you
much.
enjoy it? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the most important. Hey, Ron Kaplan is on. Hi, Ron.
Ron, hi. Ron, hi.
Hey. Enko, do you believe that there is other life in other space?
If you think, you know, that the really space is really, there is no ending, so somewhere it is, but I'm not sure, you know. Something should be somewhere, something. I don't know. Maybe it's
You,
another Ilan and Denko somewhere, you know. You never know.
Dunya, do you believe there are other lives?
No.
No, you're more realistic.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, I will
Ilan,
ask.
if I will tell something wrong, she will kick me. If I will tell you something wrong, she will kick me right now.
She can kick you all the time. It's okay. Don't worry. Dunuchka, when was the last time you cried?
Oh,
Last night movie? No,
no.
the kids were crying.
We were crying last night. We were watching some movie. Yeah. I don't know. I don't cry a lot. I'm happy.
And good. And Enko?
Me neither. I think I was crying the last time a few years ago. I don't know.
I know
think
when he finished with the gymnastics
Oh.
career. This is the only thing I saw him
It
crying.
was 99
Really?
in China, Tianjin, and I decided I will quit with gymnastics. Ilan, you cannot believe, I was crying for 2 hours like a kid, you know.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
calm, you know. You
Oh
cannot
my
imagine.
God.
Even if I go deeply to this period that I'm not training anymore. I'm really crazy about gymnastics, you know.
Wow, this is really I'm getting emotion from that. But let's talk a little bit about when an athlete, a gymnast, is quitting the sport. I mean, what was the feeling? What were you afraid of when you quit gymnastics?
I don't know. When I quit gymnastics, actually I was thinking I will quit and I will get married, kids, and so on. I was planning like this, you know, somewhere, you know, because I was already 34 and it was difficult, you know, to do all around, you know. Anyways, gymnastics is very hard sport. So, but I was really lost in space, at least 1.5 year, you know. I still, when I quit gymnastics, I went every day to the gym hall for 2 hours, just, you know, to practice. Still these
Yeah,
days I come sometimes to practice a little bit, you know. So it's it was the most thinking for me. It was 5 6 p.m. I never was outside, you know. I was at the gym. It was so
yeah,
strange for me, you know, at this period to be somewhere out, you know, in on a cafe or something, you know. Yeah,
yeah.
this was really, yeah.
Who was your role model as a gymnast? Who did you look up to as a young gymnast?
Say again.
Also a question for you, Dunya,
Uh,
because you were also a gymnast, Dunya. Who was your role model as a woman gymnast and Enko as a man gymnast? Who who did you look up for?
I didn't have really some special one, you know. I was looking all different, you know, like different gymnasts, you know, all the generation, you know. So all the Japanese was Russian, especially, and you know, I didn't have really some name, you know, you know.
I liked Shushunova. Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. She
She
was
was,
really good.
yeah. She was
Yeah,
competing in Zagreb in 1987, and and we went to watch a competition as a club. So we enjoyed, and I I still have her signature, and so it was maybe because as a kid I met her, I saw her personally, so maybe that was one of the reasons why. I don't know.
it's funny, you know, when I was talking to Nelly Kim, she was telling me that for her role model was when she was really young, she met one of the great champions at that time of the USSR, from all the Soviet Union, and just the fact that she was shaking her hand, it made her, you know, want to continue gymnastics, and it was more than she remembered that more than Olympic medals. Can you imagine? It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's
for
crazy.
kids, when you are young, some moments of your life are more emotional than the others, and maybe that's that's the thing why you remember those things better than the other things.
Yeah, Yeah. By the way, one of my best friends, another brother of mine from Israel, Aki Avni, you don't know him. He's probably one of the most famous actors in Israel and around the world as an Israeli actor. So he's also on and he's watching us, and I'm very proud that Aki is watching us. So Aki, this interview is in English. Yeah, Aki used to live in Los Angeles for a few years, so no problem for him in English. So Alan, Aki, it's good to see you. So both of you, Dunya and Enis, are international judges. And thank you, Aki, I love you too. Both of you are international judges. And I would like to talk to you about judging around the world. First of all, your experience as really many years judges in gymnastics, and about the future of judging gymnastics with all these computers and Fujitsu. What do you think about that? Maybe we'll start with Dunya.
Actually, I don't agree about this, because I still think that gymnastics is something, some sport which you have to, it has to depend on the judges and on the eye of the judges, okay? And the other thing, if we have those kind of programs, then it's more fair that that they allow us to use it. At the moment, they don't allow us to use it as the judges, but they are using it behind our backs. This is what I don't like. So if we have it, if we use it, then I think that it should be in a favor of us, like for us, to help judges.
Like another tool to help,
Yes.
you as a judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But not
to replace the judge.
No.
Example, like, they can do, I don't know, really extra good program, but you never, like, computer can realize that you are a very good person, Ilan, but you cannot feel it, this, except we can feel this, also on competition. When you see the gymnast, then you see if he's really good or not, it's not just mathematics, So but it could be for sure very helpful tool. But not
I also believe that we are all the three of us have been gymnasts, and we see gymnasts, we watch gymnasts around the world, and it's a kind of show. I mean, when a gymnast is coming on floor, on podium to show his routine, his exercise, it's a kind of show, and show has to be connected with emotions, to be something that you feel also as a judge.
Yes.
And gymnastics is not the kind of sport that you can measure with the clock, with the watch, or to measure it with meters, and it's something that is more human. So I also believe that the new system of Jiu-Jitsu has to be like just to help us, just a tool to help us, the judges, of course. But for me, judging is not only judging gymnastics, is to meet all of you around the world, all our community of judges. This is the best thing. This is
the best thing for sure.
Yeah, this is what I miss now, especially when we cannot travel now. I really miss it. This is something.
This, traveling now, and I was not putting on Facebook. I'm packing for a long time ago.
Yeah.
I hope all the world will continue normal life in the future, not with the mask and so on. It's confusing us all, I really hope that life will continue, and this whole Corona will become like season virus or something like this,
Yes, I believe it will go over, and I will say hi to Yuda Bello, also an Israeli ex-champion. You know him, Limor Zauber, some other friends from Israel. Okay, you don't know, but it's almost 1 hour that we are together. It goes like this.
Wow.
And for the end of the interview, I have these questions of this and that, that you have to choose between the two questions. So one question will be to Dunya and one question will be to Enis. Okay?
Okay.
And you'll have to answer as quickly as you can without thinking too much. Okay? Okay. I will say hi to Irina from the Israeli Gymnastics Federation. Hi, Irina.
Hi, Rina.
It's nice to see all of them. Okay, so first is Dunya, okay? Pool or swimming pool?
What?
Pool or
Okay.
swimming pool?
Swimming pool.
Okay. Wait a second. You asked the right question. I meant sea or swimming pool.
Then it's a C.
Then it's the sea. Sorry. I'm sorry. Ankle, morning or evening?
Morning.
Morning. Dunya, pizza or sushi?
Sushi.
Sushi. Enko, whiskey or vodka?
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Aha. Dunya, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. The Nespresso, the one from the machine. Yeah, I know. Okay. Enko, Putin or Trump?
Can you go a little bit on left? Can you go a little bit on left with this question?
Oh, more?
No. With the question.
With the question.
Politics.
Okay. Whatever you want. Okay. Dunya, a skirt or a dress?
Dress.
Dress. Enko, summer or winter?
Summer.
Summer, of course. Summer, Dead Sea in Israel.
Yes.
Okay.
Sababa.
Hey, I have to say hi to Pasha Gulido from Israeli team and Moshe Yitzhak, our president of technical committee. Hi.
Oh,
And Dunya,
hi.
Dunya, look who is saying hi to you. It's Anne from Norway, I think.
Hi.
Yeah, is it Norway? Yes, it's Norway.
Yes.
Yeah, our friend. That's nice. Okay, who was the last one? Enko or Summer, yeah? Dunya, a dog or a cat?
Dog.
Oh, tell us about your dog. They have the biggest dog in the world.
Yeah, it's my mom's dog actually, but we have her a lot of time here, and that's Irish Wolfhound. Very calm dog, very nice, but it's really one of the biggest dogs. Yeah.
I love her. I love this dog. She's so nice and she's so big and so gentle. It's unbelievable. When she takes the food from your hand, it's like, you know, really love it. Okay. Enko, a Mercedes or BMW?
BMW.
BMW. But you have a Volkswagen, yeah? I like your car, the big one. Yeah. I love it. It's like BMW. Yeah. Okay, Dunya, floor or beam?
Floor.
To judge?
Yes.
And as a gymnast?
Also.
Also. Enko, Nemov or Uchimura?
Nemo.
Nemov. Wow, you know, most of the gymnasts are saying Nemov. It's unbelievable. And Uchimura,
for many years, you know. So.
Uchimura is like the king of gymnastics, 2 Olympics, and in Beijing he was second, and 6 world championships.
I like the style of Nemo, you know, not, you know, it's like this, you know.
Yeah.
Like Lin Ying was years ago also, you know, something, you know. So it's different gymnastics, yeah.
It is for sure. Dunya, theater or cinema?
Theater.
Enko, love or money?
Love.
Oh, yeah. He was thinking. Enko, you were thinking. Next to Dunya. Are you crazy? Oh, okay. Dudechka, rain or snow?
Snow.
Enko, to sing or to dance?
Oof, dance. Definitely.
He doesn't know what it's worth.
Dunya, laptop or cell phone?
Cell phone.
Cell phone. Enko, sneakers or flippers?
Sneakers.
Sneakers. Dunya, sweet or bitter?
Sweet.
Sweet, of course. Enko, milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
And Dunya, last question, comedy or drama?
Drama.
Drama. Okay, my friends. So I would like to tell you, thank you so much for this live chat, for this interview. I know it passed like this 1 hour, almost 1 hour that we are together, but it is running really quick. I enjoyed every moment from both of you. You are really my family and best friends and everything. You know, we are very close. And some of the spectators and the viewers and the followers, they know our relationship. But I want to tell you that this is a great opportunity to tell you and to thank you for this friendship. I don't take it for granted. It is very special. And both of you are very special people. And thank you for being my guest.
Same to you. Of course, definitely.
So keep safe. And take care of your children. We love you very much. You have also many kisses from Limor.
Okay.
And
kisses back
from
to
other,
everyone. Okay.
yeah. Let's see if we have a few more minutes. Kisses from Yaakov Levi and Ilana Pasha. Yaeli is saying it was wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, and some other. I go backwards a little bit. So many people. This is really nice. So you, of course, you can all watch this interview on my Instagram, and I will tell my my followers from Israel that on Wednesday I will have Peter Palchik. He's one of our great champions in judo, so he will be my guest on Wednesday. So I wish that we will all meet soon, Dunya and Enis.
Yeah,
and And of course, I invite you again to Israel. Here, Doreen is also sending her love.
Hey, Doreen, hi.
Yes, and Sevgi from Turkey. Yeah. Okay. So kisses, velika pusa to all of you.
Bye. Everyone, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye.